think the reasons for the inability of our armed forces to live up to expectations when we engage them for internal security operations is the kinds of orders that are issued to them. First of all, who are the people who would normally issue those orders? Mr. Speaker, listening to the facts, was it necessary to deploy the army in Garu in the first place? No. A vehicle was fired at. The vehicle was grounded at the police station. The police returned fire, I am reliably informed. And all the people who had gathered around the police station took to their heels. So therefore, the threat had effectively been neutralized. So the question is, who issued the orders for the military to besiege Garu, Tempani, and Bugri? Who issued those orders? I was on a program with the DCE, who is head of DISEC, and when the journalist fired the question at the DCE, he was clueless as to who gave the orders for the military to storm Garu, his area of jurisdiction. Very bizarre. The chairman of DISEC was clueless. He didn't know who brought the soldiers to Garu to terrorize the people. And that same day, Mr. Speaker, all the health facilities in Garu were packed to capacity. You ask, why all of a sudden Garu had become a war zone and the people of Garu designated as enemies and dealt with as such? Did the people of Garu become enemies of our armed forces? That is the question to ask, Mr. Speaker. But even we all know in warfare, if the people of Garu were enemies designated as such, there are certain principles that ought to have guided the operations of our armed forces. Principles of proportionality. A weapon was fired at a vehicle, nobody died, nobody sustained injuries. Now imagine, look at the pictures the Honorable Haji Aladi displayed. Look at the degree of injury suffered by the people of Garu. Mr. Speaker, those acts are despicable. When Honorable Ayaruga talks about a Bill of Rights contained in our Constitution, I mean, it's not for nothing. Our Constitution is supposed to be a living organism which must be respected by all, including our armed forces. And I know in their training models, there is some human rights component. And so whoever ordered them to go to Garu ought to have known that. Mr. Speaker, this is coming on the back of an investigation that this house ordered, your good self ordered. I remember vividly when the statement was read that day in this house. Mr. Speaker, you were in the chair. You ordered that your Committee for Defense and Interior should investigate the brutalities that were meted out to the people of Ashaman. And we did that. Our report is ready. It will be laid. If that probe, the Ashaman probe, is anything to go by, Mr. Speaker, I dare say our armed forces ought to have learned some useful lessons. But it's as if nothing has happened. The people of Ashaman were brutalized. And for your information, Mr. Speaker, after everything, when the dust settled, not even one person of those who were brutalized has been arraigned before court. Those who were subsequently arrested and put before court in respect of the killing of the young soldier in Ashaman were not part of the people who were arrested and molested. So today, what do we say to the people who were innocently brutalized in Ashaman?